This is dead random. And what I want to do is a quick hover test of the HUBSAN Zino 2 Plus. What I want to do is just endurance and battery. So we'll do it just a quick endurance and battery, just length of time. We'll watch its flight characteristics, and I will fast forward through with adding a timer. So just to double check, make sure we've got control function and we've got a suitable battery level performance that this quad basically claims that it has. So all right, here we go. I'm just going to do just a launch from the ground. We have no optical avoidance, so we want to make sure that our launch is simple and manual. So here we go. Make sure it spins up. So here we go. Here's our pre-launch. Go ahead and show you a pre-launch. There's what the drone looks like in pre-launch. Sounds smooth. So far so good. So we'll go ahead and get it off the ground. We go get it in the frame. All right. Now, so we're not going to do any recording of the drone, its camera. If you want to check that out, check my other videos out. My Goonie Bird videos. I've affectionately called this one the Goonie Bird. So let's go ahead and bring it in a little bit. Now you can see that in a barometer, with a barometer controlled quad, that and what I want to do is I'll fly it around a little bit with the hover, and that's typical of a toy quad. So if you buy this thing and thinking you're going to get a quad that like hangs in the air like a DJI, you're just not. That's, you know, it's not going to happen. But you should know what you get into when you buy this. So we'll go ahead and let the battery take care of itself. So far so good. My expectation is actually really positive. I'm going to go out and get this in the field a little bit. And let's turn it around here. Look at that. She's blowing around. Now you can see that. Can you see that? There you go. And we'll just hang it right out there. As you punch out, it likes to, like I said, it likes to roll to the right. And we're going around here, 74%, so pretty dang good. Like I said, our timer is relative to just basic flying. We just definitely want to do what most people are going to do with it. They're just going to send it out without a lot of craziness. Not going to fly stunts with this thing. See that flare, man, when it stops it really flares up. So you can go down here and bring it back in here. I think I've showed you this on my other videos, but one thing I didn't do with my other videos is I did not do a static, just a battery test. Let's see what it does when it gets close to this hill. Remember, it's a barometer, but it's a barometer with a bottom sensor, probably a visual. There, it's resetting itself. Now it's trying to find a place to just hang. Okay. Just let her just sit right there. Now it's I would not trust this drone basically flying at this height. We're probably 1.5 meters, maybe 2 meters off the ground. You see how, you know, she's her barometer is not, you know, even with the obstacle, not really obstacle avoidance, but even with the bottom facing sensors, it just doesn't want to. It acts like a toy quad, and that's what toy quads do. If I did this with my Mini would be you literally could pull it out of the air. So I'll just give you an example here. I'm going to go grab it and you just kind of just rock it around and see what it does. And it wants to go away from me. So that's good. The sensors are working that way. I can grab it. Push it. It doesn't like to be bullied much, does it? 59%. Controller strength is good. Now, you know we're not running the camera, so that does take a little bit of extra juice. But I'm real happy with this static test. I mean, it's giving me a lot of flight time. You know, I add second batteries for this run around $80. So I think you do have to order them from China, so they're going to come via slow boat. I do believe there are some California locations where you can buy an extra battery. Is that battery worth $80? No, not for a 4S high voltage 3800. I'd say it'd be more like a $60 battery maybe. But of course, you know, it's proprietary. Now she doesn't want to go any lower than that because the sensors are saying no. She's going to eventually just set herself down. Okay, there's our battery level at 30. So every increment of 10, I'm getting a warning. I can't remember what I have it set at. Usually these things will go ahead and go into auto land at 20%. So that's not bad though. I've been flying for quite a while. I don't have much left in my flight as far as what I wanted to do today, assuming that I was photographing something, I was involved in a I would like to smooth up the flying characteristics a little bit. I do not like I don't, especially when you got a photographic quad, and I definitely could change the mode. Go ahead and let's see, here we go, and let's go into switch to film mode. So there's my film mode right there. Warning with film mode, there isn't enough punch to get you out of trouble with the wind. There's my forward punch in film mode right there. That is full stick forward. This is full stick backward in film mode. And you can see it is barely working. It is way too slow. You will get, say I want to do an orbit. So say I want to do an orbit. There's both sticks in, which gives you a left turn orbit. Both sticks out gives you a right turn orbit. So there's our, so you pull your both sticks out and that'll give you a perfect, what I call left turn orbit. Perfect, isn't it? Now that's what that mode would be good for. If you wanted to really smooth on orbit, but you see how I'm losing altitude? But that's just like a machine. All right, let's see, what is it telling me? 24%, so in just a minute here it's gonna say, hey, it's time to get in here. I'm gonna get it out of that mode. Let's get it back into normal mode. Now sport mode, of course, is going to, let's see what our punch is like in sport mode. So we're in sport mode. There's its punch in sport mode. That's a scary mode right there. Hey, how you doing? That's not a bad punch. You'll see it punch out again. This is sport mode punch out. It kind of kicks in, kind of like a second gear, first gear, second gear. Now it's just saying, hey, 20%. I really, when you do those punches, it really puts a lot of stress on it. And when you are coming down from a high altitude, you should basically be moving forward or backwards as you're coming down. So I always have the craft running away from its prop wash. So we always want to stay away from its prop wash. Okay, that's good. Hey, let's see if, there we go. She wants to land, and we're not letting her land. 15%. Let's get it on there. There's her auto land. Let's keep her up. Say, hey, we're trying to get in, and she's trying to auto land. She is floating around in auto land though. Nope, don't want her to land. She's dropping. Let's get it down to 10%. Nope, no, we want auto land. Nope, we're not letting it. She's like, no, I want to auto land. And we'll get her down. Let her auto land. Let's put her out here. Let's let her auto land in the grass. There you go. But we're going to keep her going until, we're going to definitely keep her going. Oh, there she's trying to land again. Let's keep her up. No auto landing. We're not letting you land. So let's see, at 10%, she should just, let's see if she takes controls function away. So I'm still forcing it up, trying to crash. There we go. So there's 10%. Now I'm getting double beeps. And I think I've been flying a lot today, haven't I? Let's give this quad a break. Here, I don't want to. Let's make sure we land on concrete. There we go. There's 9% right there. Battery doesn't feel warm. Right, so there it is. That's the Zino 2 hover test. Controller. Looks like we've got plenty of controller power. All right, so that was a pretty successful. Let's check the props. We got let's see, looks like we're good there. Double check to see if the prop screws are loosening. Here, I'm going to shut off the controller here real quick. But not too bad. I mean, it's just, guys, you got to understand that when you buy a toy, this is a Chinese toy. It's an expensive Chinese toy. It is not a Mavic, and just remember that when you fly this thing, you're not going to get Mavic performance. You're not going to get Maverick, even quality of batteries. I mean, sometimes these batteries, this is where they save money. Remember, it's got an optical sensor and it's got two vision sensors, and I don't know, man. These things tend to be a little bit slow at how they find you. Camera is definitely why you buy this. People are buying it because of the 4K 60. And the camera is definitely something that, is definitely, with the gimbal, and it's Mavic mounted, where you're going to gain. All right, no sensors though, guys. Just a couple of downward facing sensors, and they are okay at best. So, all right, there's your flight experience, your flight time. Any questions? Hey, post those in the comments. Like and subscribe, if you would, please. I always appreciate that. We're going to definitely do a couple other tests with the what I call my so-called Goonie Bird. Guys, I call it Goonie Bird in an affectionate way. But the Goonie Bird, I think it passed it. To me, it passed the flight test.